Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 68. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Winters. Herzog.
Hello.
Hello. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. We are here to talk about season 3. We're going back in time. Episode 3, Antoinette, and Albert. Noelle, I'm so glad to be off of this season because now they're just doing like weird specials.
Yes. Like I don't know if there's any more this season. I don't know.
Right. But like maybe say something.
I know. Isn't it weird? 2 weeks of specials.
I know, but it's like episode 70 million. It's like, that's not a real thing.
Also, did you notice this episode? It's like they didn't go right away until like I had to write everything down in 1 second. You know how like regular Catfish?
Of course.
It's like, no,
yeah, you usually get the first 3 minutes is spitfire.
Yeah, it's like pause.
Yes.
Pause.
It's like, wait, she's 20. She lives. Okay. Noelle, if you guys want to hear more of us, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where we have so many things. And we were thinking about doing a little special on the guy. What's his name?
Mantateo.
Yeah, the manatee guy.
I feel like everyone's watched it.
Yeah, so we were thinking about doing that in just a few weeks. So go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, subscribe to us, listen to our other podcasts, BS. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can listen to our very free, very available podcast, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk.
And if you don't watch those shows, start watching them so you can listen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on.
She's stifling hiccups, guys.
Now back to the show. All right. So.
All right.
Antoinette is 21. She's from Dallas, Texas. She's really big on Instagram. She has almost 15,000 followers.
You have more.
I have a little bit less.
Do you? I felt like you have more.
I have like 14.8. It's not a big deal.
I have like 6.
Okay, but also like that's relax.
Okay, I think for the times that was big.
Sure.
Though.
And she's like, I get hundreds of likes on each picture.
It's like, excuse me, have you seen our Teen Mom Instagram
page?
Okay,
but also shut up. You're
no,
so
I know,
stupid.
but who cares? Like, why
right,
is that what you boast about?
She met T Lights. He's 22. He's a rapper / singer. He's from Boca Raton. So they talk 24/7, but he's too busy to video chat.
Okay, I'm shocked.
And then Max and Eve realize that she has spikes on her vest.
Wow, so dangerous.
I know. She keeps talking about how she's they trust each other. They just trust each other so much.
Okay. They don't, she never goes into detail like, oh, you know, when I was depressed, he helped me or whatever. It's just like, oh, we trust each other.
Yeah, because she's not depressed. There's nothing deep to this girl.
Yeah, exactly.
This girl's like a foot bath.
Ooh,
like a puddle.
I like it. Oh, she's a puddle. I like that.
So Max calls her a selfie girl, not to her face.
She is a selfie girl.
He goes, oh, I know this kind of girl. And then they show all her butt photos. So they go meet her at work. She works at a bar in a bra.
Yeah, I know. Very comfortable.
Her BFF Lauren, who's in a bra.
She works in Redneck Heaven.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That sounds good to me.
It's a good place.
Last spring break, because she's on brand, she tried to meet up with him, but he started acting like a jerk.
Right before. I'm shocked.
All right. Now, also, her tongue ring is the color of the season.
I saw it when she was sitting at the table. That was the first time I saw it. I was like, oh, Tracy's going to like this.
This is like 25 years ago.
I know.
She was out of touch even at this time.
Yes.
Okay. So she's listening to his voicemail. She's like, do you want to hear a voicemail from him? And she's biting her lip.
Yeah.
She's getting wet in the panties.
She left a snail trail. Like
she snail trailed it. No, like you say.
I do say.
So the funny thing is we're talking about his Instagram. This is before Instagram had the DM option.
There was a time there was no DM option. I didn't know that.
Was. Yes. And it was just comments on photos. So the reason why they started talking on Kik, she said we didn't want to give our phone numbers on Instagram. So
I was wondering, did she mean that somebody was going to hack into her DMs?
No. It's because it was only comments.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So they started talking. They gave each other their Kik. And then they started talking on Kik, and then they exchanged phone numbers on Kik.
Was a thing for a while.
I never did.
I never did it. I never kicked.
So he has like 30,000 followers and he's doing a show in 2 days. It is just so convenient that they're filming this now.
I know. And it's so funny. It's like you don't realize it because he was like, I don't know, what is it? December 15th, December 16th, whatever. And it's like she's in a bustier working. And it's like in my mind, like it's so hot. And then you see Neve later, he's like in a scarf and shirt and jacket. And I'm like, oh, it is December.
Yeah, no, it is. But she's also in Texas and it's
he's still bundled though.
Well, he doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
He's a little chilly in the bones.
Like me.
So she can't meet him by herself.
Okay.
So now the thing that I appreciate about this time period.
Yeah.
Is that it was before eyelashes were a thing.
Okay, you're right. I will say she's totally natural.
Yes. And this is before there was a heavy makeup.
Yes.
So now they're going to do some little research. So they find his SoundCloud, his band.
They do a trust sit too. Don't forget, like a trust fall.
Yes.
Neve holds the chair and he makes Matt Max do a trust fall.
Yes.
Into it. And I'm like, if I did this with Tracey, I think she would move the chair and then I'd fall on the floor and she would laugh at me.
I wouldn't because then
she'd be like, you're so stupid.
Then I would have to bring you to the orthopedic doctor. Then I would have to hear about like your backbone hurting, your butt bone. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah. Or I would just play dead.
Right. So they have his phone number and they Google it and they search it, however, and then it's Carmen Essay.
Right.
And then they find someone named Joseph, who's his brother, and they call him and they listen to his voicemail and they're like, oh, wow, his voice sounds just like his brother. So
I think that's pretty common, though.
Yeah. So they call Luke his manager.
Oh, sure. Uh-huh.
Sure, bro.
Yeah, and manager.
His name is Albert, by the way. To confirm his number.
And they're he's like, nope.
No, it's not his number. Okay. So Joseph helps with his Instagram.
Right. So now you're like, this is definitely Joseph.
Sure, Jan. This sounds real.
Right.
So their voices are alike. Now also, and the manager says that their voices are alike too. So yeah. She posts a video of her shaking her butt.
Uh-huh.
And Max is like, why would she post that? Him and Neve are like perplexed.
And you know what's so crazy is after I watched this, I was like reading about the episode on Reddit, and everybody said that they were slut shaming her.
Okay, they were. I will agree with that.
Do you think so?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
That was like the general consensus of the show.
Totally agreed.
Interesting. Okay.
So she's at her dad's, and he's super young. Her dad
is young, tattooed.
And he said that he has a problem with her social media behavior. And he's like, if she, goes off to college and it's like, oh, I think that ship has sailed, my friend.
Right. And then Neve is like, well, he's worried about her getting a job.
Right. So Neve asked about her video and she said that the reason she did it was because, what did you say? My mom's calling me. My friends like it. I'm bored.
With my friends and we were bored. She talks
in like this weird circle.
Because she doesn't have a reason. She just does it because she does it. She wants the attention.
She said there's not much to do.
Okay. Right. There's nothing to do in this small town. So I shake my ass on the internet.
So I videotape my butthole.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what else are you going to do, really? I mean,
apparently she had a lot of upside down twerking videos up. That's what I heard.
I love that for her. And now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. You do have to take care of yourself. How well would you take care of your car if you had to keep the same one your entire life?
Pretty well.
That's how our brains work. So why don't we treat them that way? How we care for our minds affects how we experience life. So it's important to invest time and care into keeping them healthy.
For sure. I totally agree.
There are plenty of ways to support a healthy brain, like learning a new language or taking power naps. But there's also BetterHelp online therapy.
Well, I love BetterHelp and I love power naps.
And I love therapy in general because I think it's a great idea to try therapy. You can hear someone else's point of view. You can analyze what's going on in your life. Sometimes it's nice to just have a soundboard.
And it's a safe space.
BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat only therapy sessions. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It is much more affordable than in-person therapy. You could be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/catfish. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/catfish.
Do it, guys.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, moving on.
So
they tell her the results of the investigation.
Right. They tell her their research.
Yes. And they pick her up so basically they're like, here we go. And she's like, okay, thanks so much. Nothing happens.
They don't even call someone like someone else, like message someone like a decoy.
Nothing. So they
don't even call him. Yeah. Sorry. Nothing. I'm just choking on life.
No, fine. Choke on life. So they pick her up to travel and she has some bags with her. And Max says, quote, you barely wear any clothes. What could possibly take up so much space? Yeah. They're slut shaming her.
That's what everyone was flipping out about, especially that line.
Yeah. So they pick her up now from her hotel to go to the concert. She's wearing a mini skirt. She's wearing clogs that are lace up booties.
I used to wear those to school.
Yeah, but do you see what I'm saying? Okay, Noelle, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in 2013 or whenever this was 20 years off.
Yeah, it was definitely out of date, out of style.
Yes. All right. So now we go to the concert. Straight out of Boca Raton, Florida.
It's so bright in there. And I'm like, okay. They're filming. Right.
So now after the show, first of all, the rapping, Noelle,
Tracey,
the rapping.
I couldn't. I can't. I muted it. I was like, I can't do this. Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Straight out of Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah, so good, so talented.
All right, so now the band leaves immediately because they don't want to get bombarded by fans.
Well, groupies, they get lots of them.
Yeah, so now they're in the parking lot and Neve is like, I'm going to approach them. So Max and her hide behind the bushes.
Right.
And it's his manager, his brother,
and him.
And his bandmate, I think, right? Or
I think it was the guy who we rapped with.
The rap partner.
His rap partner.
Okay, so his brother's a geek.
Okay, so like once his brother starts talking, I'm like, oh God, this guy's so lame. Lame.
So now they bring her over. And they meet, they hug. It's really him.
And she goes, y'all did so good.
Okay. So then she's like, yeah, oh my God, there's like a scene that they filmed where they talk about like my social media with my dad. And he goes, oh, how is your dad? And she goes, he's like tatted up. He's full-blooded Italian.
She goes, he's in the FBI. No, I said that. Full-blooded Italian. I just remember growing up, that's what they would say. Yes. My dad said I could only marry in the FBI, full-blooded Italian. It's like, oh,
my dad is so cool. He has an Italian horn hanging from his car. He has the Italian flag in the backyard.
He listens to Stevie B.
Oh my God, all day long.
Yeah.
Her dad's probably our age, by the way.
Her dad is definitely our age.
So this is what she's saying. So now she also said that her Twitter is out of control. So she's like, kind of like, you want to see my butthole on Instagram? You can see my front hole on Twitter.
I'll show you my DP.
I'll show you my ham room.
Yum.
So he tells her that she doesn't have to be ratchet. She could post a picture, even in a dress, and people would like her.
Even in a dress.
So she walks away with her lace-up clogs, right? And then they go to the recording studio that they have literally rented just so they could be recorded at cafe. This is not. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm mad.
It's not though. This is like where, like when you watch like MTV Cribs and it's
they're like, we built a studio.
Babyface has his studio.
Right. This is terrible, awful, illegal music. This is illegal.
You know what? If it's not illegal, it should be illegal.
It should be. 911. I am reporting an acoustic song because the guy goes, when he's singing the word weak, he goes, weak.
911. I am reporting bad music. I am reporting bloody ears. Can you come save
please? Me? Bring earplugs, cotton, and peroxide.
It's so bad.
Bring a swim cap. I don't know what's going to happen.
Swim cap. Yeah, it's so bad.
They do a little peck kiss.
Yeah, I know. They do a little.
Nah. Okay.
It's not real.
This is not real. And I'm going to tell you why this is not real. All right. So let's just finish it and then I'll tell you why it's not real. So 1 month later, so apparently they hung out alone.
Right.
They watched movies and did not kiss.
Right.
Because he's so busy with music. And she said that she really changed. She doesn't post provocative stuff anymore. And then, Albert's super busy with his band, The 20s, and he doesn't really say much. And then we find out that, they decided not to pursue a relationship because they live far away from each other. and she has a new boyfriend. Everything's fine. No one cares. Okay. What do you think about this episode? Really, what do you think?
Okay.
I have some theories.
Because I looked up some stuff about the episode. Okay. Number one.
Well, can I tell you what I think before you tell me?
I just want to tell you, I think it's stupid.
Okay. I think that this girl is trying to be an influencer. This is before influencers.
Yeah.
I think that this kid thinks his band is going somewhere and it should be going to jail.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay. And I think they were like, let's go on Catfish. We only have to kiss on the mouth one time.
Yep.
So let's do that. It will promote my butthole.
Right.
And it will promote your rapping.
Okay. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't real. None of this episode was real.
So tell me what you found.
So I found, I'm just going to read you a snippet here.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Season 3, episode 3 featured 2 participants, Antoinette from Texas and an aspiring musician and rapper who likes to call himself T-Lights from Florida. After a lot of the drama unfolded where it was T-Lights' brother who was originally assumed to be the catfish, it turned out the relationship was real.
It wasn't though. Sorry.
Apparently the couple decided not to pursue a relationship, stayed friends, or remained in contact. Yet despite the happy ending, Antoinette later revealed on Instagram that both herself and T-Lights actually catfished the show. Yeah. And the whole thing was a setup in order to try and further the rapper's career. However, she also revealed that the cafe restaurant the show claimed was her place of work was completely fake and she never worked there a day in her life. Just so everyone knows, I don't work at Redneck Heaven. We just filmed there because we needed to film the first part of at a sports bar. It's so embarrassing. They show the actual Redneck Heaven sign in my episode of Catfish when really we just filmed there for like an hour.
Noelle.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me Lauren's not her best friend?
You know, I'm going to tell you that.
Don't say, come on.
Also, she had a boyfriend. They said she was already in a relationship for 6 months with this other rapper guy named Nick, and they met in New York.
Yuck.
So she had already had a boyfriend at that point. I looked them up on Instagram too. Literally nothing has changed with them, except now he goes by, it's AMBRXSE, I guess Ambrose with an X in it. And he has like white hair now. So I guess he's on his own, not in his band.
Eminem.
But he has 186,000 followers. No, it's white hair. It's like Cisco hair.
Wow.
She is on Facebook, Antoinette Gianna Cuccia. She lives in North Hollywood, California now.
Oh my God.
And on her Instagram page, there's a lot of ass showing still.
Okay. I am calling the bluff that she doesn't post provocative stuff anymore.
Yeah. Well, she does, because you can look at her Instagram, Antoinette Gianni Cuccia.
Well, I am shocked.
So they basically catfish the show, which is like, duh.
Okay, but how is this kid like actually getting somewhere?
I don't know. It surprises me. You know, from what I did not, truth be told, I did not listen to any of his music.
No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to get upset.
It's like the vibe. I guess maybe he's like really like Miami clubs. He probably does a lot of,
right.
You know,
that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't like this.
No, it's not for me.
So what is she has Instagram still or just Facebook?
She has Instagram and Facebook. Her Instagram is Antoinette. Let's see. Antoinette.
How do you spell that?
ANT. Okay, so I'm going to tell you her name.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Okay, thank you so much.
ANTOINETTEGIANI. And she should come up.
Okay, I got her.
Okay.
All right. So she has 105,000 followers.
Yeah, she has a lot of followers too.
She looks very different.
I know she does. And I didn't even realize it was her until I found her Facebook page and I compared the pictures, and it's her. And obviously this girl is from Texas too. Now she's in Cali. It's the same girl.
Okay. She got a brand new face.
But that's what I mean. She looks totally different.
She's got a nice body though.
Her body's pretty sick.
Yeah. She did have a fat butt. Even in the thing. Yeah. Yep. She got possibly a newer face, or maybe she just looks different. I don't know.
And she's under the same name on Facebook, but it's Antoinette Gianni Cuccia. And it says, you know, she lives in North Hollywood, California. She went to Marymount University. You know, nothing's new with her.
I just wanted her to be deeper in this episode.
She's not deeper in life. Even the things that she shares online, it's something deep.
Yeah, she had a lipotomy.
She had a lipotomy. She had a bang-otomy.
She had a lot of otomies and ostomies.
She had a lot of, but she does. She got a different face. It took me a minute to realize that was her.
New face.
New face.
New face. Who dis?
New face. Who
I wonder if we have any
Antoinette.
mutual friends.
Okay, but I'm looking and it says followed by, and there's 3 people that I see that I follow that follow her. So
not
I
me.
Guess
maybe some.
No, you're not one of them. Some fans.
Okay, let me see. Does she follow anyone I follow? No, we are 0. We are 8 million degrees of separation.
Really? I'm so surprised.
She only follows verified accounts. Yeah.
Oh, she's one of those.
Yeah, she only follows all the national parks.
Oh, she follows 55 people.
Yeah.
That's it. National parks.
Yeah. Well, listen, Antoinette.
Yeah, listen, Antoinette.
Now, also, is her name Antoinette or Antoinette? How do you know? We don't know.
I think it's Antoinette because
Right,
that's
but
how I say it.
Right, but that's how she says it. But how do you know she's not just saying that?
How would they know?
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know. So, yeah, that's what's going on with them. But there's no like updates on them. It's just she's still posting, butts, and he's still doing bad music.
Well, guys.
Yeah.
We got.
This is not the last time we'll see this on Catfish.
This is not the first, and it's not the last.
True that.
Guys, we will see you over there. Go to Catfish Trash Talk on Instagram. Noelle gives you all of the updates. Make sure you follow her at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You could follow me at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related, including my stand-up comedy dates, and listen to our other podcasts. Teen Mom Trash Talk, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, and patreon.com/Trash Talk Podcast for everything else.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.